Okay, my 900th time recording this video. Let's go. Okay, so Nevi is here. He is doing vape team this time. I want this team to work, but like this team specifically, no, it's not gonna work. You can absorb pyro with Kazua's burst, but it's just not good enough, right, to apply really. And generally, you only get 1 or 2 vaporizes off of it. So let's look at this. So here we go. Very easily like this. I'm not even gonna take advantage of my C1 Kazuha, and then we're gonna pop this, right? And then Guoba, and then we're gonna do this. And look at those. Where did he go? He came right up next to me. All right, there you go. And now we have multiple vaporizes here, and they went down by a fair margin, right? Very annoying, but that is the last time we're using this team just because it's so awful. Like, let's look at Shangling's burst. Do we think that Shangling's burst is going to be even 90% of the way there? No, it's less than 50% right now.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm going to kill you, give me $200.
So, yes, not good enough, right? Not good enough at all. Even trying to use Favonius weapons, I have not had any luck with that. But what we're going to do is we're going to grab Bennett right here, and we're going to use him. Now, this is the only viable vape team that I'm interested in at all. The only reason why this is somewhat usable right now is because Bennett, right? Because Bennett is going to increase Shangling's attack by almost double, I'm pretty sure. My Shangling is at 1,300 attack. Bennett gives 1,200, right? Yeah, 1,300, 1,200 comes from Bennett's burst, so she's going to get doubled her attack, so yeah. Overall, this is probably better than the regular team. I'm not even going to be able to give too much commentary on why I think this team really isn't that good at all, but just overall, I figured I'd give it a shot. This video has turned into awfulness. Like, it's 12:30 right now. I don't know if I've said that in this video because there's 900 takes that I've said that in. But it's 12:30 right now. This video has to be up by 8, so that's why I'm being very direct. I'm not really going to be able to put much commentary into this video, so yeah, we're just really showcasing the teams at this point. I highly recommend using this team over the other team just because the application is just so much better, right? I don't have to worry about, you know, oh wow, we're going to have this, and then we're going to pop this, then Guoba, then we're going to do this, and there we go. There's your vaporizes, 59,000, yeah. Yeah, his damage goes down by lots. Yeah, vaporizes like 59,000. I'm sorry, but that's not good enough. You lose that swirling of Kazuha on top of losing his passive. Like, it's just not enough. If you're using Zhongli and Kazuha, you have to severely, like, I'll use the team one more time. One more time, and I'll show you like what I think is the best rotation for it, and like, just because I've tested out this team multiple times. I don't even know how many times, but it's definitely been over like 20 at least on Masanori. Like, I've done 20 attempts on Masanori, and I still, like, this team just doesn't impress me whatsoever. Or it impresses me, right, when it works, but the problem is, it's just not that, like, it's not that, right? It's not, like, Shangling isn't like, oh yeah, we got our burst back immediately. No, she's not. She is possibly the worst character, I think, like, to use on this. I just don't think that vape is something that people should focus on for Nevi at this point, because we're going to get Fiorina, and I think Fiorina is going to be absolutely insane for him. And I think overall, you're probably going to be better off summoning for Fiorina instead of going for C1 Nevi to make, you know, the Bennett team work, right?
Why are you the way that you are?
The reason why people are using this team is because currently this team is pretty good for like burst damage, right? So if you're going up against the boss in Spiral Abyss as like the first chamber, it can basically shred it. Like, and also the boss has to not move, which is what happened with Magu-Kenki like, what, a little bit ago, right? Magu-Kenki, you were able to kill him before he even moved. So yeah, we're gonna pop this. There you go. Then we're gonna pop this. Then we're gonna swirl pyro, thank you. And then we're gonna do you and hope that we get enough. Yeah, 82,000. Like, it's just not good enough. 40, yeah. I mean, the problem with this team is that its setup just takes a long time to learn, I would say. Like, compared to other teams, like, you're swapping back and forth. Like, what I want to do is I want to swap in a Nevi, pop his Q, then pop Zhongli's E skill to crystallize. Then I want to swap back into Nevi so we can, or maybe not swap back into Nevi. Then I want to swap into Kazuha. Then I want to swap into Shangling, throw down Golba. Then I want to swap back into Kazuha, get the burst. Then I want to, yeah, it's a whole thing, right? Huh? So let's hopefully do it first time this time. Let's go. I don't know why I said first time. This is definitely not going to be our first time. There's the swirl. There's Golba. And I was supposed to hit my burst, but whatever. It still works. Alright, there you go. Shangling. And here you go. You. Okay, so 93,000. And then we see a couple vaporizes, but it's not that many. We didn't really get to take advantage of our orbs. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just not something like that. Small little damage burst of things can work, but it just doesn't really impress me. When Shangling, once you actually use her burst, she still is only half energy. Just really, really bad. You have to use so many different weapons. Like, if you have... My Shangling's energy is at 240. I've been told 240 is good enough to run this team. The only way I see 240 being good enough to run this team is if you have this. And there's a huge difference between damage and then making a team viable, right? Between a 5-star weapon, which I just don't think for Shangling I want to say. Even though it is definitely worth summoning for a weapon for Shangling, or possibly you're probably going to have this weapon. I just don't think that that's worth adding, right? It's completely different if I have Staff of Homa on Zhongli, right? Zhongli, the only thing that's benefiting is Zhongli's damage, really. And overall, we're not really looking at Zhongli's damage on a team, but it is still there and it's doing more damage, right? Whereas if we give Shangling more energy recharge with a 5-star weapon, that is a huge difference. I just don't think that this team is good enough. You can, like I did, I absorbed Pyro with Kazuha's burst, but it still wasn't enough, right? Also, I needed those balls to last long enough, which their duration, I don't even know how long their duration is. Like, it doesn't say, right? It just makes 6 source water droplets. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.